All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the 16th episode of the podcast. Cory is with me as always.
What up?
It's been quite a while, but nonetheless, we are back, and it's a beautiful hot summer in California.
Sure is.
Thank God for air conditioning in my house.
Yes.
Yeah. But otherwise, I think things are going smooth for both of us. But of course, there's a lot to talk about. Cory, do you have anything maybe perhaps to start us off with?
I can't remember if I don't think we've talked about it 'cause it's been a little while. But I thought it was very interesting that Facebook is probably one of the most hypocritical sites on the internet. So recently, you might have seen people getting all sorts of up in arms about this young teenage girl who was doing like a big game hunt.
Mm-hmm.
In Africa,
right?
And everybody's everybody's losing their shit. Like, oh my gosh, she's killing endangered animals. Blah blah blah. All right, so before I further into the details, that really pissed me off about that. So the result is people wanted her, the photos banned from Facebook or whatever. She posted pictures with the animals that she hunted. Mm-hmm. So Facebook banned the photos, and I shit you not, there is a fan page on there. Because the girl's name was Kendall Jones, I want to say. And so there's a fan page that is titled Kill Kendall Jones. And it has not been taken. Okay. Really, Facebook, come on. You're going to ban the pictures of just her with animals that she hunted, but you're going to let the Kill Her page exist. I don't understand that whatsoever. So that's why Facebook's super hypocritical. The really interesting thing about this whole story is everybody's losing their damn shit about all these animals being fucking endangered. Well, newsflash, none of them are endangered.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's so unfortunate.
That sucks. I just tried to go on to Yahoo for news, and apparently, never mind.
Well, now it's back.
It's apparently back. I don't know what happened. Oh, never mind. The news is down.
News is down.
News is down.
We
okay,
broke the internet.
Yeah. All right. So carry on.
Yeah. So everybody's losing their damn shit. About this, and they're endangered. Well, none of them are endangered.
Mm-hmm.
It's just they're not. Some of them are. I forget what the official terms are, but there's varying levels.
Oh yeah, there's
of the status of an animal in its existence.
Yeah.
There's endangered.
Yeah.
And then after endangered, there's near extinction.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's extinction, and then there's complete extinction or something like that, where there's no chance of the animal ever coming back again by any stroke of fate. So none of these animals are endangered. In fact, people are fucking black rhino, or white rhino, there's only a couple of them left. No, the white rhinos are better off than lions are. Okay, so, shut up, read a damn book before you start bitching and complaining about stuff. And I know people are going to be well, how the fuck do you know this? Alright, well, the IUCN Red List has been tracking the status of animals since the 1960s. It is one of the most trusted sources for the status of an animal's existence on the planet. So you can check it out, IUCN Red List. It's pretty useful, and all the data was up to date for the most part up into 2013. I don't think they had done their 2014 numbers yet, or they were working on the 2014 numbers, so they were fairly close to being accurate. And so it's pretty ridiculous. And honestly, in my opinion, it's none of our damn business that these animals are being hunted. So a lot of people don't understand that is an actual that's an industry in the African countries that these animals can be hunted in. You're paying a crap ton of money to go over there and do this. You're supporting that local economy, and that's the link I forgot to save to my phone. There's an article written out that explains how everything went about this girl's trip over there. And some the larger animals that she hunted, they were severely injured, and they were beyond the point of where veterinary help would help them. So she hunted it, and then the meat from the animal was given to a really poor village.
Oh.
So they got to, live off of that way. And, like, the lion she hunted was on, like, a rancher/farmer's property of, like, so many... It was, like, 70 square miles.
Wow.
And the lion was a nuisance lion to the pride. So, like, by hunting the lion... Because I think it was, like, So there was already, like, a family of lions established, and this was another male that had come into the lands from outside. So there's already lions living on this person's property. But when another male lion comes in, like, it'll kill all of the cubs.
Oh, shit.
To force the female lions back into heat so that they'll rebreed.
Oh, right.
So that it'll be, like, that new male lion's offspring.
Yeah.
Because he'll like fight.
He'll make his own pride.
Yeah, he'll make his own pride kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But so by, like, hunting that lion, you increase the livelihood of the young lions there.
Okay.
And it helps to keep from I think like inbreeding.
Right.
By doing that somehow, like the way the family dynamics work out of the animal.
Yeah.
So it's like all these people who don't know shit about any of this stuff are just like up in arms.
And just blowing it up.
And just blowing it up and was like, look, man, if I had enough money to go and hunt a damn water buffalo in Africa, I'm pretty sure I would take the chance and go do it. I don't know if I would be like posting
pictures about it.
Posting pictures about it. I'd maybe write, a little blog.
Yeah.
About how I had a great opportunity to go, do some cool stuff. So, that is one of the larger stories that is been on my mind recently.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of the big. That was the big ones on Facebook, and wasn't she like a cheerleader or something like that?
She's a cheerleader for a college in Texas.
Yeah, and then I found it funny that like, apparently she was like popular enough for some whatever reason that some people wanted to do an actual like reality show based around her life. So I'm just like, oh, okay.
Well, because I know that like she had been in, I forget what the channel was, but it was like an outdoorsman channel or something like that. She'd been in talks before with them about being featured as kind of like a little special thing. But then I know that like you're saying, like there's further talk about like it being into an actual like a show kind of thing. So
yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was pretty hilarious. How it's like, this chick hunting animals, boom, she might get a reality show. It's like it's like it seems nowadays that it seems a lot easier to have a reality show in the works than than the times during the old days. And like it's just like all you have to do is just do some slightly controversial and then boom, there you go, you have your own show, or possibly I don't know. I think it's just nowadays it's just so much easier to be popular now in these times because of how the internet works now. It's like they just blow it up so much. It's like you definitely get something out of it if you're the subject of whatever. All right, well, I guess we can move on from that. Let's see. I guess I can talk about it now. I've went to Anime Expo for this year for one day.
Okay.
Yeah. And what happened?
No. I have something about Anime Expo after.
Oh, okay.
You might even talk about it. I'm not 100% sure yet.
Oh yeah. So, anyways, wow, it's like that. It was. This was on July 3rd. So and then I remember last year, Cory and I went on the first day, which was on July 4th, and you'll know why I brought that up, and it's because this time was fucking ridiculous. Like it was a lot of people. Cory, do you remember how we got in, right?
Like we literally walked in.
We literally walked in and got our badges, like that. But this time, we got in, right. The pre-register like scanning area was already there. I mean, it's there, right?
Yeah.
But they told us, oh, sorry, you have to go around the fucking building and go where the line is going on. So we go, and we went down several buildings, including a parking structure, and we had to stay in line from there. And we pretty much walked around buildings, go zigzag in certain streets, and that went on for almost 5 hours. I'm not joking. Like, we were there around 9:30, and then we got in the actual convention by I would say from somewhere around 1:30 to 2.
God, you should have just come to Disneyland.
I know, right? Might as well, right?
Lines would have been shorter.
Yeah, dude. I know. I might as well go to Disneyland, right? Because, like, there's so much more to do. But anyways, that really kind of didn't matter to me, sort of, because, I wanted to do that one thing, which was to do that audition again for Bang Zoom Entertainment, which is what they do is they do open auditions, so anyone is welcome. It's for voice acting, and you're essentially showing them what you can do, right? And it's like essentially an audition for audition, if that's one way to put it. And then if they like what you got, they'll give you a call back, and then you go to Burbank and to their studio, and then you actually do the audition for this anime called Maji, which is like an anime based off of the Arabian Nights, which has Aladdin and all that stuff. But even if you don't get any role or casted into that, you're still on their list of interests. So that means you can possibly be enrolled, or casted in for anything else, such as video games or other anime, whatever. So I think that's a good opportunity for anyone who's an aspiring voice actor, such as myself, to get started with their career. And that's one way to do it. It's the process itself is very fast paced. It's like, once you're like the first like 6 people, you get a script, you pick a character, that kind of thing, and then you read it over within like a couple of minutes, and then you go up to the mic, and then you act. And then it's also known to be just openly public, so that means people can just watch you, which is why it's kind of separate, like kind of different from other auditions. Like usually it's closed off, it's like in the studio or whatever, and then you just do it just in front of casting directors. But it's in front of a casting director and all these like people who are passing by in the expo. It's like, it's definitely different, and it definitely can bring up some nerves for a lot of people, especially people who are who have that fear of public speaking. But even with that, I think it's still a great opportunity to really show what you got, and and see if you can get your first role there. This time I thought that was a lot more, I guess, memorable, because first off, I was third in line. I was number 3 out of the hundreds of people that tried to audition. I was like, oh shit, this is really different, because I was one of the last people to do it, and that's funny because you tried to do it, but you couldn't. You couldn't make it. So it lasts for an hour. They take people for an hour, and they do as much people as possible. But I was third in line. I was like, holy shit. So I was like so focused on my script, like just reading it, and so much that I forgot to hand the camera over to my friend, and I couldn't record it, which I wanted to in the first place. But things were just happening so fast that I just couldn't even like do something else. When I got up there, I was told by my other peers that, I was nervous in a couple of few words on the first line, but once once I finished my first line, pretty much it like clicked in, and I was able to pretty much nail it, especially for someone like me, like a beginning actor. So I thought I felt really proud of myself. I definitely can say I improved vastly from last year. So like I was much more louder. I was pretty much louder and prouder. That's all. That's pretty much the words that sum it up. So yeah, I thought that was cool. I got like a free sticker, which is like hanging over there.
No.
Yeah, and I watched a couple of people, and then I realized I only have 15 minutes left for the exhibit hall because they were gonna close. So I was like, holy shit! So I ran into Artist Alley. I literally just like ran around, like walked around really fast and like tried to find something to buy. And then yeah, I bought these like keychains right here that are hanging on the mic, which is keychains of characters from Kill la Kill, which is a great anime by the way. And it's really cool because it actually has a rear like a backside to it, so you can see there's a front, there's a back, and it's like drawn. So it's like I thought it was really cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not like just like a blank slate on the backside. It's actually drawn, so yeah, it gives it a little more dimension. So I thought it was really cool. That's how I bought 2 of them, and I bought a art print from someone. It had Super Smash Brothers in it, so I thought it was really cool. And that's pretty much it. I couldn't really do anything when it comes to buying stuff and getting some swag because I was just so focused on doing the audition, but. I was able to do it, so that's all that mattered to me. I got what I wanted, so I was able to make it. I was, in fact, 3rd in line. I was like, oh god, I'm top 3, first 3. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it on that part. And then I caught up with some old friends. You know Steve and Kyle, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So we were able to catch up and then chat up a storm about whatever anime and video games. What have you, and then we had some ramen after. It's nice way to wrap it up, Overall, I mean, even though I didn't actually do much, I did what I wanted, and then I saw a couple of cool stuff on the way. So although overall it was a nice Anime Expo, other than the ridiculous line, and I learned very important lessons from that, and it's that you shouldn't do the pre-register, and you should just go buy the badge at the convention. That's like, I don't know. I thought that was funny because like the whole purpose of pre-registering in the first place is to avoid that, and yeah, so it's like there's no point of pre-registering, but
well, that was just this year though.
That was this year, yeah. And then another tip is that go on the 4th of July. That could be another tip. But and also I guess go early, but that's that we went there around the same time we did, so it's nothing we couldn't do about it. But yeah, it's funny though. It's like the people the line for to buy the badge at the convention was it was shorter, so it kind of just defeats the purpose. But that's a lesson to take in mind, so we'll definitely do that, I guess, and we'll see what happens from there. But the thing that pissed me off was that the next day, right, because the lines are in the sun, it was like blazing hot, and it's Los Angeles weather.
Yeah.
So there's like barely no breeze. It's in the city, so there's all that heat is like circulating around, and we were like in the sun for pretty much almost like 4 hours, 5 hours, whatever. I mean, there are some shaded areas because there's some trees, and there's one line. The last section of the line is shaded. It's like under the building, so that's why there's like this big ass thing of shade. But next day they actually set up fucking tents, right, for those lines that are in the sun. And also, they brought out water, so it's like, which is like the complete opposite of what they did when I was there. There was barely any water, so what we had to do is just hope that there's random Mexicans sell ice cream, right? And that's what we did. We were like, oh shit, there's a guy selling ice cream, and then we bought like random ass popsicles, and that definitely helped because the sugar and all that. Yeah, and. And then I saw one guy trying to sell hot dogs, but apparently he wasn't licensed to do so, like to sell food. So that's why, security was like, I saw security talking to him, and he wasn't allowed to sell food, which I was kind of glad I didn't buy anything from that particular cart because, it's like you never know, you never know what would happen.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Sketchy convention.
Sketchy convention. Food selling people that have probably no knowledge of food safety. Basically. So there's talked about the line. Hold on. I actually wrote it down so I don't forget. Let's see. Oh, Cory's playing with my fucking eraser picker-upper thing.
Eraser vacuum. It's pretty fascinating.
Yeah. Artist alley. Oh yeah, I bought some shit from the artist alley. Yeah. Oh yeah, cosplaying. When it came to cosplaying, for the majority of the cosplayers was League of Legends, Kill la Kill, still Attack on Titan, which is kind of surprising to me. And there's a plenty of One Piece and Naruto, Bleach, and all that, but there's some Kingdom Hearts probably because they announced the HD remix for 2.5, and also they announced Kingdom Hearts 3, so that's probably why. There's a surprising number of Frozen characters, like
shit's so popular.
Elsa, yeah, mostly Elsa. That's pretty much it from what I can remember. Definitely League of Legends and Kill la Kill were the popular ones when we went there. I got one more to share, and it's like, I thought it was hilarious. Okay, so it was pretty much around 8:00, like when things weren't really going on anymore in the expo. So we were just sitting around at in that circle, where the entrance is to the exhibit hall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That area we waited in before the expo actually opened.
Yeah, like down at the bottom of the stairs.
Down at the bottom, yeah, bottom of the stairs. So we sat there, right? We were just talking, right? And then this guy, who's an artist, came up to us and tried to pitch his I guess caricature, but it's like in the style of The Simpsons. So he's essentially drawing you as a Simpsons character. So he's trying to do his pitch, right? And we're all like, yeah, it's okay, we're cool. And then he's like, okay, all right, I have a magic trick for you guys. And then he brought out a deck of cards, right? And then he tried to do that one. Was like, okay, think of a card in your head, and then he'll put the card in the middle, and then he'll be like, let's see, lift the card, see if it's the card you're thinking of or whatever. But the thing is, he's like, okay, if it's the card that you're thinking of, you will. He basically said you will have to buy my sketch or something like that, right? And then I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna. I'm not doing that thing. It's like we will never find out what that card is. It's like, and he's like, oh yeah, it's like, oh shit,
That's just sketchy.
That is one of that is probably the worst sales pitch I've ever seen from an artist. I will say that. I didn't really think about it until when I actually got home. I was like, that motherfucker is the dumbest motherfucker I've ever seen. It's like seriously, like as an artist, it's like that's like a spit in the face. It's like sometimes when you're selling art and shit, it's like when people say no, it's a no. It's like you just have to accept it. It's like no matter how good your art is, if people say no, it's a no.
Yeah.
I mean, and I will say that his art was pretty cool. Like, it looked like it's from The Simpsons, right? But it was clear that he didn't want no for an answer. It's like, so it was like definitely annoying me and the guys, and I essentially wanted to go up to him, take his cards and throw it into the fucking trash and be like, be a fucking artist, not a fucking magician or whatever, or cheap ass street performer. And it's just like, for anyone out there who wants to sell art, just do the right way, and just, you know, ask them, you know, show off your stuff, like what you can do, like, hey, you want some art for me, you know, blah 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 blah. And if they say no, it's a no, like, then, you know, move on, instead of trying to, like, you know, drag it on and try to force them to say yes, because it just puts yourself and them into a very awkward position, and that'll only make things worse and leave a bad impression on them, and be like, yeah, I don't want to ever see this artist ever again. Just like, yeah, that's the moral of the story here. You just have to accept no's, and no matter how your art is, you know, good. So that was Anime Expo. That, you know, that's my story on that. Cory, did you had something to say? I think.
Yeah. So Kotaku posted. It's just so funny. Here, I'll just play the GIF for you.
Oh, I've seen.
Why is it not loading? What is this?
Hold on. Yeah, it's
fucking GIF.
I've seen that, but I actually like checked out the article.
It's a video. The person basically made a video.
Oh wait, is it?
Yeah, D. Pity of Dancing Deadpool fame took to Anime Expo 2014 and shelled the hell out of half of your favorite animated characters. And it says, sure, the memes played, but good cosplay is good cosplay. And I won't pass up a chance to see Snow White and the cast of Kill la Kill get pelted in the dome with a giant foam shell. So, I played here. It should. So it's pretty entertaining. It's basically a guy dressed as Luigi from Mario Kart 8 on a little cart throwing, I'm pretty sure it's like a pillow red shell.
Yeah.
Throwing a pillow red shell.
Or green shell, yeah.
Or green shell, yeah. It's a pillow shell.
Yeah.
At people who are cosplaying. And some of them is like really funny. Because the person will be like posing for pictures. And then all of a sudden you'll just see the shell come in and the person will be like, what the and then Luigi rides across.
Yeah.
It's one of the most entertaining things I've seen since the Death Stare.
Yeah.
Itself. So it's pretty fantastic.
That's really funny. There are some pretty cool cosplayers, like people who took like other ideas and then merge into things that are already there, like such as there was a stormtrooper who was like an urban stormtrooper, so he had like a boombox. He had he's like dancing and shit. It was really cool.
That's
and then
funny.
there was a Boba Fett that was like white, had a white color scheme, and he had he just had the helmet, right? And then the rest was like dress pants. Vest is all like classy and shit, and he had a cane with him. It was all funny.
That's funny. Yeah. I was hashtag searching the other day, and I saw a Snow Fett. So it was Snow White with a Boba Fett helmet, basically.
Oh my god!
It was pretty cool. Like the girl that did it did a really good job.
Wow!
Like it was pretty damn amazing.
Yeah,
it was pretty awesome.
I like those kinds of cosplays where they like take two things and merge into one. And speaking of Luigi, I also saw like buff Luigi. Like he's like some muscular dude, like that he had like the green hat, the nose, and then the mustache, and then he's all like buff and shit.
That's great.
I walked by him; it was so funny. I thought that was hilarious. Yep, that's Anime Expo for you. There's like all these. You meet all kinds of people. That's sharing the same interests.
Most definitely.
Yeah, and then we also, like last year we discovered like the demographic of Anime Expo, which is like has a very far range of people in various ages, from teenagers to even like older adults.
Yeah.
And that was still the case for this year, so that's I think it's still pretty cool. Like that many kinds of people like anime and appreciate it. Yep. All right. So I think we can move on from that.
Speaking of cosplay, though, I'm getting closer and closer to eventually being a Stormtrooper cosplay.
Oh yeah. I heard. I saw that on your Facebook. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. You should probably do like some kind of like I said, the pimping Stormtrooper with the huge ass like speaker box or boom box.
Oh yeah, like once it's not cheap. For anybody who's like, oh, so that sounds like so much fun, like, it's not cheap, that is for sure. Mm-hmm. And if you do get something cheap, it's definitely going to be cheap, like, from what I've learned already in this past couple days.
Mm-hmm.
But, so hopefully one day when I do get armor put together and everything, and I got a helmet, I think it'd be entertaining to wear the helmet, and like a tank top, like a bunch of, like, fake-ass gold chains.
Oh, yeah.
Like, some baggy pants, and just, ghetto trooper or something.
Yeah, ghetto trooper. Urban trooper.
Yeah, rap star trooper.
Rap star trooper, yeah.
50 Cent trooper.
50 Cent trooper, yeah.
It'd be
Dude, you should have like, you should even have like a, what do you call those, like skull caps or whatever?
Do-rag.
Do-rag, yeah.
I'd make a do-rag.
Yeah, big enough for the helmet.
For the helmet, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that'd be awesome. That would complete it, I think.
Would be pretty fantastic.
Or just like get a baseball cap and wear like a I don't know about a towel, but like a cloth right on the back of your head, like kind of like what Ghostface Killer did back in the day.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I think that'd be fantastic. All right, I've been staring at that.
Yeah, so have I.
Yeah, staring at that fucking article, and it's regarding to 10 brands that will disappear in 2015. Let's see here. So which one will be a goner? Okay, that's something we've never heard of.
I've heard of that.
Oh, you've heard of it? Okay,
yeah.
Never mind. What is it?
So, the company's Lululemon. Lululemon is a... I can stop looking at it. I'm getting distracted. Lululemon's a company that does, like... I don't know if athletic attire is the right word, but it's, like, mainly women's athletic apparel.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, in 2013 there was a big recall where they recalled a large portion of the yoga pants they were selling because they were too sheer, like they were too see-through basically. And as a result, they were too revealing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was like the last big thing. So like I used to hang out with a lot of girls who wore Lululemon yoga pants, so that's how I know all about that.
All right. Yeah, and it talks about some numbers. We don't need to know about that. Next one is DirecTV. Do you have DirecTV?
I do have DirecTV, which is pretty interesting. It's funny because AT&T plans to buy out DirecTV, and so
really,
yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's
so. I knew that before because like we keep getting stuff in the mail, like telling us like how to prepare for it and everything.
Oh, okay.
Bullshit. All right, so when I had Dish Network in my house for a long time, and we finally decided to like upgrade and kind of like bundle our internet, phone, and TV into one package and everything.
Yeah.
And so we were just gonna go AT&T all the way and like have their Uverse internet and Uverse TV and everything.
Huh?
But like the way their TV works is you can only be like with the DVR and everything.
Mm-hmm.
If you're recording like 4 different shows, then you can't actually watch TV. It was something stupid like that. I don't remember really how it works. With DirecTV, it's not a problem. Like you just pick whatever shows you want to record, and they'll record, and you can still watch like.
Yeah, it does it in the background or whatever.
Your thing is it does it in the background, so it's pretty cool. So I was kind of frustrated when I found out that like AT&T was like planning to buy DirecTV. I was like, hopefully, they don't change
that part,
that infrastructure, or else I'll be really pissed.
I think what they'll do is just use their technology as part of their asset. So that should be the plan, but I don't know.
Like existing customers like just carry over kind of thing.
Yeah, hopefully, right. Hillshire brands.
What?
So Tyson, Hillshire Farm, and Pilgrim's Pride. I never heard of the Pilgrim's one, but yeah, definitely Hillshire and Farm. I mean, Hillshire Farm and Tyson. Yeah. Let's see.
Oh no, Tyson's buying out Hillshire.
Oh, okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Oh wow, all right. That's pretty funny. And now, Jesus Christ, nowadays it's like more companies buying other companies. Uh, and it's funny. I have another thing to talk about once we are done with this article. Let's see. So, oh wow, so they basically bought him out for 8.5 billion
Yeah.
plus some debt, whatever. Oh wow, that's all right. Do you like Hillshire?
I guess.
No, I mean,
I don't know.
you ever had their sausages, or whatever?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like whatever.
It's just food.
It's just food. It's food in my fridge. I'll eat it. Next one is Zynga, which, yeah, I don't know. It's like that's the company that made all those like games that you see on Farmville and fucking. Did they make Candy Crush? Or is that another company?
I don't know. I feel like that was a debate a while ago, like Candy Crush and Bejeweled or something like that. And
Oh,
whether
yeah.
it was Zynga's property or some other company. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, anyways, they're known to make all those like games that you see on Facebook, pretty much, including Farmville, and apparently that's becoming a failure in social media.
They haven't been able to recreate
anything new or great or anything like that, and they haven't been. So with that, they're not able to like stand tall as a company. And it's funny because Don Matrick, that was a former what was it, CEO or something like that,
Yeah.
from Microsoft, and especially in the Xbox division, moved to there as their CEO or whatever, and now it's like it's going downhill. So it's pretty funny. It's like as if he like brings a curse to like every fucking company that he works at. Well, sucks to be them. I really never liked any of that stuff anyway. Oh, I also remember they made Words with Friends, which is pretty much a ripoff of Scrabble. So,
Yeah.
yep, it's just a company that rips off of other games and try to make it their own. No, oh shit. Next one is Alaska Air. I've definitely heard of it, but I've never rode in any Alaska Air.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so it says that there's been speculation that Delta might buy Alaska Air for its West Coast routes. All right.
Oh, not Russell Stover.
Oh yeah, that's the next one, Russell Stover. Oh, and they're up for auction. So let's see. One of the rumored buyers is Hershey. And anyone else? Kraft, Mars, and probably Nestle as well. Wow. Were you fond of Russell Stover?
It was just always kind of like the cheap alternative. So I'll get him See's Candy. I'll get him Russell Stover.
Yeah. Oh yeah, See's Candy. I remember that one. Shutterfly? You heard of this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My sister uses that all the time.
What,
It's be like, you can basically make like photo books and, crap like that.
Okay.
Like posters and things, like with your own, if you upload your own pictures and you can make scrapbooks and stuff.
Oh, okay, and it's just an online storage site for sites such as Instagram, Facebook, Dropbox. Okay. Is anyone buying them out? Looks like. Oh yeah, Amazon, Apple. Yeah. Those are possible buyers so far. Time Warner Cable.
Yep.
That's not a surprise. I remember having Time Warner Cable, and then I moved over to AT&T.
Time Warner sucks.
Yeah. It's funny though. I have their internet service, but that's about it. That's pretty much sums up. And I definitely remember having their cable network and stuff, their system as a kid. So it's like one of those things that you'll remember for a long ass time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just basically says it lost because of Netflix and other such things. Probably YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Because YouTube has all kinds of videos that will keep you entertained all day and night.
Yep.
Looks like
Comcast bottom out.
Comcast bottom out already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, accepted an offer. Yeah. So
Beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm. BlackBerry.
Didn't know they still existed.
Oh, I didn't even know they were still relevant. Let's see. Yeah, it says that ever since the iPhone was introduced, BlackBerry went on the downhill. Same for when Google released their phone, it even fell further. Anyone buying them out? Yeah, it looks like no one's buying them out.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks for them. I had a BlackBerry. Also, it was like when I was younger. That was like early college, late high school. They weren't bad phones. They were great because they had an actual keyboard, so you can
Yeah.
instead of the fucking like instead of the fucking like the you had to do by the
scroll wheel ball thing.
Wheel ball. I don't know. And then like I remember they used the actual scroll wheel. So it's like the old fucking those old mouses that like they had the ball.
Yeah. Well, they're ergonomic mice. They're not old. Because one of my supervisors
still
in college used one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but the problem is that the thing under the ball gets all dirty and shit. So that will screw it up. And same for the scrolling ball for the BlackBerry because all the oil from the fingers accumulate.
And also for the Apple wired mouse.
Oh yeah, that ball.
Yep.
It's funny how people keep going back to that old piece of technology. But now, I mean, of course, now we're definitely moved out of that. I mean, this Magic Mouse doesn't have it.
Yeah.
So.
All good job.
Yep. Whoa. What?
I clicked on something.
Oh. Well. Here this one.
Oh, Aeropostale.
Aeropostale.
Yeah, they compete kind of like Abercrombie and Fitch and American Eagle.
Oh, Jesus.
They're like the sort of clothing company.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it makes and markets inexpensive casual clothes for teenagers.
That's
interesting because I feel like every time I go into stores like that, they're not inexpensive. It's like people are choosing retailers like Forever 21 and H&M instead.
Yeah. H&M, yeah. Abercrombie and Fitch. I thought I'd never hear that name ever again, but
people still shop there.
Oh, Jesus. Despite after that little controversial thing where they don't sell clothes to fat people.
Yep. I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that's that. I had another thing to bring up, kind of similar to this, and it's that Capcom is pretty much on a garage sale. So they're like selling their IPs, such as Street Fighter and all that stuff, Devil May Cry, I think Resident Evil, if you will, because, well, of what's been happening with Capcom lately, and it's that they're not making enough money, essentially. I mean, other companies there are companies that are making even less money than Capcom, but Capcom just made this decision of selling their IP, so this could mean something really cool, because they haven't done anything with Mega Man. They haven't done really anything good with Resident Evil. and Devil May Cry and all that, except for Street Fighter. But I feel like it's not as strong as the previous years. And what I have in mind when it comes to that is that I really want Nintendo to go ahead and buy them out, like pretty much all their IPs and stuff, because I think they're the ones that can handle their titles, their IPs, and all that like the best. It's like they've always had the best exclusives, in my opinion, right? They have Mario, they have Samus, Link, Kirby, Pokemon, and all that. I think they have probably the most exclusives that I would play. Unlike, let's say, like from Xbox, they only have like Halo, Gears of War, and Sunset Overdrive is coming up, but it's just still like it's not a console buyer for me. And Nintendo has always been like that one company that I always go to, which is why in the first place I'm such a huge fan ever since I was a child. So that's why I think that Nintendo really should go ahead and buy these Capcom IPs, so that way they can really like bring it back again, especially with Mega Man and perhaps Devil May Cry, but definitely Mega Man. I think they can really do some cool things with it, and I definitely would think that they have huge fans at Nintendo themselves. Like the developing teams might have like huge fans of Mega Man, so they can probably, if given the opportunity, they can probably do some great things with it, and really like bring Nintendo back up again. So I think that's something that Nintendo should do, in my opinion, to buy these IPs.
It'd be a really good move.
Yeah, I think it'll be
a really, really good move.
Especially with right now, like how many games that are coming out for Wii U. It's like, yeah, they're good games, but they're only a few. So it's like, it's really for the people who really love the Wii U, such as myself. There's only like a very few games that are coming out for the rest of the year, including Super Smash Bros. There's Bayonetta, Hyrule Warriors, which is a game that Nintendo's not even making actually, but it has their trademarks and all that. What's another one? There's Captain Toad, but that's like I would consider that as a add-on or like a expansion, if you will, for Mario 3D World. And then there's another one in mind, but I forgot. But anyways, my point is that there's only a few games that are coming out, and they're not gonna have as much third-party support as, let's say, Sony and Microsoft are. So I think that's why they have all the more reason to get those IPs from Capcom. I really want to see what they do with Street Fighter. I really want to see what they do with Mega Man, Devil May Cry, Resident Evil, and all the other Capcom titles that can bring up. But I'm pretty sure there's more Capcom titles, and then they can probably even bring back the old titles such as Power Stone, and probably all the other like little fun fighting games from Capcom, such as Rival Schools and all that, which were on like Dreamcast. So yeah, I really urge Nintendo to go ahead and do that. It's like, I think that would be really cool. Anything else you wanted to add on to that?
No, I think you covered that pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, really want Nintendo to get Capcom stuff. All right, so anyways, looks like the Yahoo News is back up for whatever reason. Epsom salt. Okay. Let's see. We can maybe cover one more article or two before we sign off. Oh, let me go back up just in case. Eva Mendes pregnant with Ryan Gosling. Pretty much. Let's see.
Oops, somebody else welcomed me. I signed up on some of the forums for Stormtrooper stuff.
Oh, awesome.
And so I posted my my like welcome, like the new member introduction.
Mm-hmm.
People were like, "Oh, welcome." It's so interesting. Like, I think you can. I think the internet's a lot like working. Well, let me. The internet's a lot like hanging out at Disneyland. You're at Disneyland, you see the literal best and the literal worst
of people. Yeah.
And the internet is that exact same way because it's really fun. Like, for the most part, like I've been browsing these forums for like the last 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
And I've seen some people who are just like pricks for no reason.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who are just like just really good, nice people.
Yeah.
Like, people like because I posted my little welcome and I was like, oh, you know, Cory, Southern California, blah blah blah. Don't have much money right now, so I'm probably just gonna be like, you know, lurking and, you know, answering questions and things of that nature. And then like, all these people are just like, hey, welcome, like, cool, like, congrats on taking a step. And then one lady's like, oh, you should join, like, all right, so like the cream of the crop, if you will, like in terms of like Stormtrooper cosplays, like you want to ultimately try and join the 501st.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's the 501st Legion, and then there's like your detachment and your garrison and everything. So like the 501st Legion is basically just like Star Wars cosplay.
Yeah.
And then your detachment is like what kind of character from the canon you want to portray. So like, you know, so you have Star Wars, and then you have like Clone Trooper, Stormtrooper, Tusken Raider, like Jawa, all sorts of different things. Like if you want to do Darth Vader, you go over here. If you want to do Boba Fett, you go over here, that kind of thing. So like your detachment, so that's like your detachment is like kind of what character type you want to play. So that's like Stormtrooper, and then there's a forum for that. So you join that forum, and then based on your location, there's your garrison.
Yeah, garrison.
And so there's like the Southern California garrison. It's like one of the lady actually. She was like, hey, you should head over here and like join the Southern California garrison. Like I have to wait a couple days before they like I get approved by the webmaster, not so that I can post and ask questions and stuff on there.
Yeah.
But it's like pretty cool, like how connected it all is.
Yeah.
But it sucks like because there's the garrison, and I think the garrison's broken down into smaller units. Because there's one in the Inland Empire, and I think there's one in San Diego, but there's like nothing covering the LA or Orange County. So it's pretty interesting. But like the lady who told me to sign up, she's from LA. She was like, yeah, we have costume like armor parties and stuff, you know, like and get-togethers and things. She's like, you know, sign up over there and then like keep an eye out for those, and you can come and like even if you're not building anything, you know, come check it out. Like you could end up helping people put their stuff together before you ever work on your own stuff. And so like that way you get more experience. Pretty fascinating.
That sounds cool. I just found this interesting article of 5 reasons you need to buy a Subaru Impreza 2.5 RS right now. It's rare. Okay. That's one. That's number 5. Let's see how many of them were made. 16,000? Over 16,000? Oh wait, no, never mind. That's another one. Over 14,000. Okay. There's another article. It's like it says that the Ferrari 360 is the most reliable car I've ever owned. Okay, that's all right. It's the most Subaru quote unquote looking car ever made. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's definitely kind of like what I think of when I think of Subaru. Is that look?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It does look cool.
Yeah, it does.
This particular model. Its all-wheel drive system is fantastic. Let's see. Genius. Symmetrical all-wheel drive. Okay. So basically, it doesn't have all this like stupid electronic crap that all the new cars have.
Yeah.
Okay. It's versatile. Great.
Obviously.
Yeah. So show if it has 4 doors. Um. 30 miles per gallon. Okay. Oh yeah, it makes a very nice exhaust note because of course the boxer engine.
Yeah.
Gotta love that. WRX/STI engine swaps. All right.
I like that line.
Yeah, like the BR. No, yeah, a no-brainer for anyone who wants to transform their 2.5 RS into something that will have the BRZ owner frantically running back to the dealership for a refund. That is great. That is great. I would definitely do that over owning a BRZ.
Oh yeah.
Get one of these bad boys and engine swap it. Or WRX engine. It's a diamond in the rough, and if you can find one, get it, because it certainly won't be around for long. Yeah, yep. I think, yeah. I mean, I definitely think that this Subaru is particularly cool looking.
Yeah.
And you can, and you know, with that engine swap, it'll definitely be a car to keep. Oh, speaking of cars, I've started to see those new Honda Fits driving around. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, definitely. That means you can definitely go get one if you want to. After you're ready, you know, to get a car, if you're still considering it. That is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, since I'm getting ready to move, so I'll probably be able to drive less.
Yeah.
I think so that I can make what I have work a little bit longer.
A little longer, yeah. But I'm just saying, if you're ready, it's there.
Yeah.
But is this still on your list of interests for cars?
Yeah. Say
Yeah.
that, a used Corvette, Toyota Tacoma.
You can't drive a Corvette to work now since it's less miles.
Right? just cruise.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
even use any gas.
Yeah. Like, especially if it's just a mile away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe I'll get a scooter or something.
A scooter.
Since it's not that far.
Yeah.
Let's get a scooter.
You should get one of those T-Rexes. That'd be awesome.
That would be pretty great.
Yeah, right?
Should get an aerial Atom.
Yeah. 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 It's like you're all like completely open. But those things are really cool though, aerial atoms.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Especially if you don't really have to drive that long. It's like, yeah, I think that'd be a really cool car to come in with. Yeah, aerial atom. There's a V8 version of that too. So. No joke. Yeah, there's no joke. A V8 version of that, and it's even way faster.
That's so nutty.
It still has that like same like frame, sort of, but of course they modified it, but it's still like the same power to weight ratio. So that means you're able to go even faster.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, right?
I
Like if you're a track day enthusiast, that's definitely a car to consider.
does not compute.
Yeah. So if you want the supercharged 4-cylinder or the V8, that's a choice for you. If you want the aerial atom. I heard the supercharged 4 goes for like 50,000, I think, for brand new. if you want it brand new, I mean, but yeah, I don't know about the Ariel Atom V8. Yeah, but it's crazy they even put a V8 in there.
Yeah, it's nutty. I'd rather just get a Tesla.
At least one. And then I passed by an article about the new Transformers movie being so bad that it's historic. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't. I had a friend invite me to go see it. I was just like, honestly, I don't. I don't know that I kind of want to, but then I kind of don't want to.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'd rather just wait until
like Netflix or like
Netflix or Redbox or something like that.
Yeah, something.
I don't want to spend $16.
Yeah, right.
Or whatever to go see a typical Michael Bay, right?
Right.
I don't know, a typical Michael Bay movie.
Yeah, it's. I heard. Yeah, it's. It was #1 during 4th of July, like 4th of July week, along with what was that movie called? Terry or something like that.
Oh, Lucy.
No? I don't know. It was.
I don't know.
It was some girl's name as a movie.
Was Scarlett Johansson in it?
No, that's not it. It was something else. I think.
I know that one's called Lucy, and I want to see that because that looks good.
Yeah, that one is.
I don't even know if that one's out yet.
Yeah, I don't think that's out.
Sure.
No.
I know Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is almost out.
Oh yeah, I heard that one's gonna be pretty cool.
That looks fucking legit.
Have you seen the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes?
The Rise of the Planet.
Rise of the
yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Yep.
Okay, how was that one?
That was really good.
Really good?
Really good. It's because, like, alright, the original Planet of the Apes movies were, like, my guilty pleasure and all of their awfulness.
Yeah.
And then, shit. I think Tim Burton redid...
Yeah, the one with Mark Wahlberg in it.
The one with Wahlberg.
That one was just fucking strange to me.
And that one was just... Yeah.
I rather watch the old one.
That one was weird. Well, because that was a weird time, because that was basically, like... Like, everything in that is the same as it was in the Charlton Heston versions of the films.
Oh, really?
But it was just, like...
all rearranged?
And rearranged. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at the apes...
Mm-hmm.
It, like... okay, like, I'm really, really pleased with the CGI... of the Rise of Planet of the Apes, which is the most recent one, and the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes will be the most recent one in a couple days, I want to say.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really pleased with the CGI. Like, those look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, the weird puppety things, it just kind of, like, makes me chuckle. It's like, oh, what is this, still the 70s? Like...
Yeah.
You know, but, I mean, it makes sense, because that's, like, kind of Tim Burton's thing, in a sense. Like...
Yeah.
It's that weird shit, so...
Yeah. I think that was a poor choice of director or whatever for that movie.
Yeah.
I've seen or like compared it, and then there just definitely just like some weird differences, and especially that ending with the Tim Burton one, where you see Abraham Lincoln with the monkey face. It's like, what does it make? This doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah, it was just really weird. I remember that was on HBO it's one of those movies that was on HBO all the fucking time.
Yep.
Yeah. And that definitely didn't help. Definitely didn't help. Which is why that was like one of the reasons why I've switched to the internet.
Yeah, I'm so glad I don't have HBO.
Nope.
Like, there's some good stuff, original programming on there, but
yeah,
for the most part, like, HBO will pick, like, 3 movies,
and
you'll watch the same damn movie, like,
especially with Tokyo Drift. They kept playing that all fucking day. It's like, what the
Tokyo Drift's my guilty pleasure.
It is entertaining as hell.
It makes me miss Japan.
It is entertaining as hell, but it's at the same time it's like,
yeah.
Like, there's a nice vast selection of cars, sure, but it's like the storyline is awful.
Yeah, it was one of those things, like, when I look back on it, like, the first Fast and the Furious was pretty good.
Yes, definitely.
The second one was all
right.
All right.
Yeah.
And, like, the third one, in terms of film release dates, although chronologically, like, Tokyo Drift is not really the third movie.
Yeah.
like
anymore.
It's kind of just like a filler film, if you will.
Yeah.
Like, and when I think back on it, like, I think that movie was made to capitalize on the success of the first two films.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because that tuner car movement thing was really, really at its peak when that movie came out.
Right.
And so they're like, oh, we should put this movie out because people will pay money to see it and buy it and make it.
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of thing. And so, like, I don't think they put as much time
and effort
into it as they possibly could. But in the grand scheme of things, I think they got really lucky that they were able to do that sort of weird crossover stuff.
Oh,
at the end of the film.
Yeah, with Dom.
With Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
As Dom. And
Dom.
then, and then having Han, like,
with the other films.
And
without
being able to connect. You know what I mean? Because that film probably signed him on.
Yeah.
As somebody who's like, oh, we're gonna make another one. Do you want to be in it? Probably, yeah, sure. I want to do it. And then you got him for the rest of the films.
Yeah, and then but isn't the next one that's coming out gonna be like all at like the now the most current, if you will?
Yeah.
Like because Han's dead from Tokyo Drift, and then I don't know what's gonna happen with what was his name? Paul Walker's characters.
I don't know what's going to happen. I know that they were able to finish the movie.
Right.
Using, like, I think his brothers as, like, body doubles.
Oh.
And then, like, CGI.
Yeah.
And stuff to
kind of help it out.
To help it out and finish it off.
Yeah.
And and they have, like, voice clips and everything so they can finish it off. So I can't. Yeah, I'm interested to see how it goes because I've thoroughly enjoyed the series.
Yeah, of course.
I am flippin' surprised that it's lasted 6 films.
I know, Jesus.
And it's still been pretty good and
they're all good.
They're all successful for the most part.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that, like, even though the last film wasn't really the last film, Tokyo Drift is technically the last film now in the timeline.
Like chronologically, yeah.
Like when you look at it.
Yeah. Like, it's now, but with the new one coming out, it'll just be the second to last.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's all taking place after Han's dead and all that stuff. So I don't know. It's just funny how like things work. It's like you have to put this and that and that and this and yeah. It's kind of like how Zelda is too. It's like the first one is not the first one. It's like the most recent one is the first one. And it's like something like that. Yeah. It's Skyward Sword is like supposedly the very first one, and it tells you how all this Zelda universe started and all that stuff, and I don't know, it's just funny how things work like that. Just because they want to like capitalize that title, that franchise, but they have to at the same time like make this like coherent timeline and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's marketing for you. That's business. That's how it works. All right, that's pretty much all we have to talk about for today. Hope you guys enjoy that. We will be sure to come back with more stuff to talk about, and I think things are going to be more interesting in the future. Yeah, especially with games.
Most definitely.
Yeah. All right, so we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.